Hey guys, it's Friday! We all know what Friday means. Friday means it's Dungeons & Dragons Day. I am going to show you today my setup for D&D. I do play online. I have been for the last 3-ish years. It's been a while. And we're doing our third campaign with me in it, which is super duper fun. Right now I am playing two characters simultaneously. It's two characters in one body, so at the end of each long rest, I actually switch to the different character. Yesterday, I just happened to get new dice, and one set will fit perfectly with my one character. She is a ranger, and it's a homebrew subclass called Nomad. It's really fun. I actually found it on the subreddit. Which subreddit did I find it on? I don't remember. It's been a couple months. But anyways, she needs an update to her palette. So we're going to do that. And then later today when I get set up for D&D, I'm going to show you my entire setup that I have, which is really super cool. I will be making a video that deep dives more into both of my characters. I am only redoing my Ranger's palette today. Her name is Luna. And she has a chicken pet that turns into a weapon. So there's one set that I will be keeping that is a little weird, but it works with that aspect. So yeah, let's dive in and create a new palette for Luna. Alright, so I pulled all my dice down so it is accessible, because I don't have everything in my cool little show containers. This is where I keep the majority of my good dice. I do have quite a few full sets in here as well. This is just my extras. And I am going to get another one of these, so I do have 4. So hopefully the majority of those will go in that one. But right now, we're just rocking with what we got. So this is Luna's current set. This one here is for her chicken chickpea, which turns into her weapon, which is super fun. She talks to her weapon. I love it. It's great. So this one we'll definitely keep. This is the Wizards of the Coast Ranger set that I think I want to keep. And this is the new set that I just got yesterday. So when I do palettes, I typically pull a bunch of stuff, play with it a little bit, and then I figure it out. This one I believe is definitely going to go. I kind of really like this one. I want to keep it with the greens and the golds. I might end up getting rid of chickpea set just because it's so out there, but we will see. Let's play around a little bit and see what we can come up with. So the new set that I got, this one here, I'm not really sure who made it, where it's from, what's going on. It was gifted to me by a friend. He had it in the back for a while, and he's like, Kat, you can have it if you want it. So I'm like, cool. He did give me a couple other sets, but they're not going to be in this video just because I'm focusing on Luna's stuff. So I definitely want these two. I think that I want to keep this one as well, so let's move that over to the tray. I typically build out of the tray, put everything together, mix it around like a big salad, just to see how everything looks together and works. Color theory is not my strong suit. Mr. Cat happens to be a artist. He's very good with color theory. He went to school for character art in video games. So we do need 3 more sets. I think this is a great starting point. Let's pull a drawer and see if there's anything in there that we can add. So this drawer was the first one that caught my eye. I feel like this one works really well. I did have this one in Luna's first palette. This will be the 3rd rendition of Luna's palette just because I did get this really cool new set and I really want to use it. So I'm thinking we might pull this one. This one is kind of cool too. It's a very dark green. This one I believe is a Chessex set. I'm not a huge fan of Chessex. I don't particularly care for the way they roll. They're too rounded. So you roll one of these d20s and it just keeps going and going and going. I prefer a sharp-edged dice. The Krakens aren't as sharp-edged. They're pretty rounded too, but I just love the way that the Krakens roll. So let's go ahead and pull this one for now and see how it looks. And typically I'll put stuff that I don't know for sure in the opposite side of my dice tray. See, now that I put it in there, I'm not quite sure about it. It just seems off. I don't want it super monotone, but again, color theory is not my strong suit. So we're just gonna put this over here like that and wait on that one. I really like this one too. This one was also in her original set, but it's just a little too bright, I feel. That one's a little more muted, so I think it goes more with the tones that we're going for. I do want to try and stick to gold. This one is silver inked, but hey, sometimes you just gotta roll with what you got. So let's pull another drawer and see if there's anything we can't add. Okay, so I'm really digging this Chessex set here. I feel like it's gonna go really super well with this one. Again, I don't care for Chessex, but if it's gonna work in a palette, it's gonna work in a palette. So let's see how this one works. See, I think it's gonna bring that brightness in this that this one needs. It definitely is very similar to this color. I think it goes really well with that. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're onto something here. We'll keep this one. I don't think any of those will go terribly well. I wonder if I have something a little more goldy that I could throw in there. I do always have an extra black set. I do have a black set in my other character's palette, Allura, but I do have two sets of like mostly black that I will add if I absolutely need to. Plus it'll play off of this one. But I'm really liking the way that those four work together. This one I'm still iffy on, so we're gonna keep it over to the side. But let's see if we can't find at least one more, if not two more, to see if we can't balance out this palette a little bit. So I brought out this tray just because I really like these couple sets here. This one, a friend of mine got me for my birthday. I believe it was from Temu. It's got little black cats inside, and it is a liquid core, which is cool. Sharp edge, so cute. It does have the cat, so it would go with the ranger vibe. So let's add this one. I think this other one, this super shiny cat one, is just a little too much bling. She's not really a bling character, so we'll put this one over here. See, I'm not really feeling, once you put it in the tray is really when it speaks. So I think it's just a little too much, but we're gonna add it over here to our maybes. See if we can't find anything else. This one's not bad. This one was a blind bag pull out of the Wizards of the Coast little blind bag things that they had. I will look it up and see if I can't find it. Got it at my local game shop. If you are in the Traverse City area, definitely hit up TC Paintball and War Room. They're the best local game store. Anything from Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon when it's in. There's a weird thing with Pokemon right now that no one can actually get Pokemon in. It's very strange. And it just happened about a year ago. So, but they have all your gaming needs. They also do paintball and airsoft in the summer. They have outdoor ranges and stuff. But they are my go-to game store. The owner's fantastic. And they do have Warhammer tables. Plus they have a bunch of tables in the back. If you just want to come and play Magic, do whatever you want, hang out. Super chill place. Awesome. If you're in the Traverse City area, definitely recommend TC Paintball. So check them out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull this black set. This one is a Wizards of the Coast rogue specific class set. I know she's not a rogue, but I do really like the set, and a black and gold set is always good. And I think I want to try this one too. I do need two more sets, not too super stoked about those ones. I think this one will be nice. But let's go ahead and add this. Oh, we have a little visitor. This is Miss Stash. She's our newest addition. She's our baby. She's only, probably about 5 or 6 months old at this point. She's our little hellion, but we love her to death. You didn't see her face, but she has a little mustache, which is why we call her Miss Stash. I mostly call her Missy, or if she's in trouble, Ma'am. I think recently she thinks her name is Ma'am because I've been using it a lot. But anyways, back to dice. So we're gonna pull these ones over to our thing. Hi, Stash. Hi, baby. Are you trying to help? Okay, so then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I've got shiny things. Oh, yep, go down there. Cool. So we've got 5. So now when you pull this in, that one's not bad. This, I'm definitely gonna nix this one. We're gonna put this one right back where it originally was. The only thing I really care about with my drawers, except for my ones that I'm using, is the D20s are up front. Otherwise, I'll just kind of throw stuff in there. Okay, so I am kind of feeling that now that I've got the black, and that plays off of that. But I kind of want to try, so we're going to push this over to the corner here. I kind of really want to try this one. See what this one looks like. It's really dark, but I'm kind of digging it. Not gonna lie. Okay, so there's that. I feel like maybe if we did this, so we're gonna move some stuff around. So I want to keep that, but I want to move this up to the corner. So I want to try this over here, and then this one. See what that looks like. Okay. I'm kind of feeling it. It's a little dark. She's not a super dark character. She does have super anxiety issues, but she's fun. I love her. I love both my characters that I'm playing, and I haven't played her in a while. The last like 5 or 6 sessions, I had Alora out, and she was out last week. Last week was pretty. We didn't get a whole lot accomplished, but it was still fun to be able to play with Luna a little bit. So I think, guys, I think we got it. I think it's this. Let's mix it together and see if we like it. If not, we can pull stuff out. But that's really the clincher, is when I mix everything. I think we got it, guys. I am super feeling this one. I really, really like it. The way everything like mixes together, it's not super monotone, but it's not like crazy out of the ordinary. Whoa, why would you put those together? Which I really, really like. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these away, and we'll see them well, first we actually have to roll them. So I will put them next to me so I can use my dice tray. Speaking of my dice tray, I've had this for several years. I got it at Motor City Comic Con. Fantastic, handmade, wooden, and I mean, my name's Cat. I love cats, so all my stuff is cats, obviously. Look at cat dice. I know, I'm crazy. I own it. It's all good. So let's clear off this tray and get rolling some dice. So I am one of those dice goblins that rolls their dice before every game. It's not right before every game, but I do re-roll my entire palette after I play. Natural 20s obviously go in the front. Natural ones always go in the back. The thing with natural ones, though, if it rolls a 1, it automatically goes back here, whether the second roll is higher or not. So I have 3 sets here that I can roll with advantage. But if any of them are 1, they're going to go back here. And I don't use that dice at all for the week. During the game, if I roll a natural 1, that one gets banned for the following week. I am one of those crazy people. I used to literally go through shelves or drawers of dice every week, because if I rolled under a 10, I would just move on to the next. if I was having a really bad combat round, I would go through 2 or 3 drawers worth of dice. That was back when I used to redo all of my dice every week. I have way too many dice to do that anymore. So I typically, with this session, not typically, but with this session, I can't talk, guys. I'm sorry. My brain is not working. With each campaign and each character, I'm now building palettes. It forces me to use the same dice more often because, I mean, honestly, you can get some really bad rolls and then get some really good rolls, but natural ones are just an automatic ban. All right, so let's start rolling dice. We're going to start with this one here. I got my 2. We're going to roll. That's a 7 and a 4. So we're going to stick these over here. And wait. Okay, brand new dice. First time rolling these ones ever. So give me something good. Give me something good. 12 and 16. That's not horrible. That's not bad. I'll put those there. Those are done and good. Okay. Last set that's got advantage. 7 and 5. Okay. So those are both 7s, but that one means it goes there. So yeah, not great rolls today, guys. Let's try this one next. 14. Okay, that's not bad. And then this one here. And these 2 are Chessex. Don't ask me what ones they are. I just know that they're Chessex because I remember getting them in that cube thing that they come in. That's a 6. So we're going to go there. These are really bad rolls this week, guys. Hopefully my dice will be nice to me tonight when I play. Let's hope. 14. Okay. So since that one was rolled last, we'll put that one right there. So yeah, now I'm going to put everything away and I will be back in just a minute. Ta-da! It's magic. It's all put away. It's all ready for tonight. I'm so excited to be able to roll this. And with that, I'm going to leave you for a little bit. And when we come back, you're going to see my setup. Welcome back. I got everything all set up for tonight. So I will show you a little bit of my setup. So I'm going to start with the giant TV on my wall over there. I do make playlists for all of my characters. Helps me get into character a little bit. Since Luna is active, I have her playlist all set up there through my Apple TV. I do use Apple Music. I am an Apple stan. I am. It's kind of hard when everything integrates together and it's just easy to use everything. So there is my playlist. If you would like all the songs in there, there's about 2 hours worth of music on Luna's. I do have about 3 hours worth of music on Alora's. I will go over all of that when I do break down their characters a little bit. So that's that. I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit. So over here, we have my one screen. It has my character sheets all set up there. We do pen and paper because most of everything we have is homebrew. I do have D&D Beyond up as well in case I want to look up what my spell does because I don't write all the descriptions if it's not combat. On my character sheet, it just takes up less space, so I like to be able to look up stuff and items and that type of thing. Our DM does still use a lot of 5e items. We just play mostly 2014 rules with some homebrew thrown in. The campaign is completely homebrew. It's super fun. Having a lot of fun. So this is Alora's. I do also, or no, that's Luna's. Sorry, excuse me. I do also have Alora's page up here. And I made all of these in Photoshop instead of trying to find one that I like, because I couldn't find one that I liked. So my little known bits of Photoshop I copy and pasted and made my own thing. So that's Luna's there. And then down here on the desk, I do have my headphones. We'll be using those. We do use video and voice. We do everything through Discord. So I have my headphones all set there. Of course, my rolling tray, my 2 palettes. The one that's up front is typically the character that is out. I do keep both of them on my desk pretty much at all times, just in case something happens. I want to be prepared. I don't want to be like, hey guys, let me go and grab my dice. So I always have both of them out. So I have Luna's up front, Alora's in the back, because Luna is active currently. This little guy here is for my banished dice that I might use if I run out of dice. This is dice jail. This is for the ones, the natural ones. They get to go in my cute little beholder glass there. So I did get this out of a wizard's blind bag. It came with a mini dice. I don't collect mini dice, but I do have purse dice. So the set that came with this became my new purse dice. They're mini dice, kind of like, and I'll show you when I get over there to that side of the desk. But yeah, so that is my dice setup. Then over here on this screen, we do use, and let me move my microphone out of the way a little bit. We do use Roll20 for all of our maps. So we have that up on that screen. When we are doing stuff on maps, I like to have it right next to where I'm actually looking. So like I said, we do use Discord. I typically have the chat down here, and then I'll pop out our video feed up there so I can look at both. I might actually move my chat box, which this is typically there, over to my third screen, because this is a relatively new addition. This screen is for, it's a Cintiq. My husband, Mr. Cat, likes to help me out with some stuff, so he put his Cintiq back up here so he can make all my stuff super pretty. I do all the editing. He typically does the static stuff. So yeah, so down under this screen, I do have my remote. So I've got my Apple TV remote and my monitor remote. This is a super crazy monitor that comes with a remote. I don't know why, but I like my Apple TV remote so I can control my music. Keeps everything cool. And then I've got my little tchotchkes down here. I love Disney, obviously. I've got a Lorcana playmat. I do need to get another playmat. Oop, see? It's Rescue Rangers! To replace my mouse pad over here, this is super old. I kind of just want to update everything. So I'm looking for another playmat. Unfortunately, my local game shop, TC Paintball, has been sold out for a while. I'm just waiting for a new shipment to come in. Usually he gets stuff when new sets come out, so I'm waiting for that. That was literally the last one on the shelf. I'm not upset about it. Love me some Rescue Rangers. So I've got my little Donald Duck. One of my best friends got me that for my birthday this year. She gave me a bunch of stuff, and that was one of the things. I've got my cool little dice that I never roll. They're just pretty extra things. And then these are all my Kraken minis that came with my sets. So Kraken typically gives you 4 D20s. They give you an extra large one, a mini one, and then 2 standard size that go with the set. I think they also give you like 3 D6s. I only ever use 2. Maybe it's 4 D6s. I can't remember. Anyways, but I did a blind bag a couple years ago that came with a lot of extra stuff in this cool little container. Let's see if I can open it one-handed without spilling my dice all over everything. This cool little container came with it. I'm like, that's perfect for my dice. So my mini dice. I have not, this is the extent of my mini dice, is what has come with all of my Kraken sets. And I will not get into collecting mini dice because that's just a rabbit hole I don't need to go down. I don't want to start rolling mini dice. I just think they're cute. And since they come with the sets, they now have a home. All right, so now that we've gone over everything on that screen, we're gonna move over to this monitor. I do have a standalone microphone since I do use AirPod Maxes. They don't like to connect with a PC super well. It'll connect and it'll sound good, but the microphone absolutely sucks with PC. But they're super comfortable. I paid a lot of money for them, so I want to be able to use them. Luckily, I have this HyperX microphone. Excuse my messy background there. That's my closet. This HyperX microphone. So I use that. It works incredibly well. Highly recommend. It's a little cheaper, on the cheaper side for microphones, but hey, it's great. I can just tap it and it's off. Look at that. So cool. Right, so I think I'm going to move my text form discard over to this computer. There's always little notes and stuff that we put during games. So then I can have that whole space over here for all of the videos. And then this space over here for the chat, which is cool. I do also have my iPad here. This is a physical markup of my character sheets. I use the app GoodNotes. It works really super well. I can just upload my PDFs, have both tabs open. See, I've got Luna and Laura right there at my fingertips. So if anything changes, right now at the end of the campaign, we were getting ready to go in, or at the end of the campaign, at the end of the session, we were getting ready to go into battle, so I cast Barkskin, which made my AC 17, so I just marked off my 15, made it to 17, and she is good to go. I did also use my free speak with animals last session, because I wanted to talk to Chickpea. Hadn't talked to her in a while, wanted to talk to her. I've got my journal over here that I keep all my notes in. I got this one brand new for this campaign. I am a Slytherin. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm so proud to be a Slytherin. As many times as I've gotten sorted, I've almost always gotten into Slytherin. So I am full on 100% a Slytherin. So I use... this is my notes for this campaign only. I only use this one for this campaign. And then I have two different colored pens. Green is Luna and orange is Alora. It helps me keep track of who is active in each campaign setting. We actually went back to a place last session where we hadn't been since level 3, and Alora was out when we went right back, and Alora had never been there before. So everyone's like saying, oh, why are we back here? What's going on? And I actually looked back in my notes and was like, well, Alora's never been here, so she doesn't know what the hell is going on. So it helps me stay organized. I started doing it about, I don't know, 5 sessions in, and I really, really like it. It's fun. So yeah, that is my setup. So what do you guys think? Is it cool? Is it not? Should I work on some things? I'm always up for rearranging my desk and doing that type of thing. I did have a monitor vertical at one point, which I really, really liked for my character sheets. I could have them super big. They were right there. But then my husband kindly gave me his Samsung monitor, so I switched over to that one. So I'm kind of still figuring things out. I never really stick with a setup for very long. I'm one of those people. I have never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I'm fairly certain that I do have ADHD. I think it's just, I think everyone's a little bit ADHD. So yeah, that is my setup. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm super new here. I'd like more friends. So if you want me to be your friend, like and subscribe. It's all good. Thank you for joining me on my D&D journey this Friday. Today's Friday. It will probably not be posted on a Friday, but Friday's D&D day. Dice ears, dice goblin. Gotta have all the stuff. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.